following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Welcome to the show. It's Freaky Friday. Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, Shannon Gross. There he is. The big fella got back. The show must go on. Nate, welcome to the show, brother. Appreciate you showing up today.
Where I'm at on the thing, man.
Oh no, we don't see you on the live view. I mean on the WebEx.
You're on the live view.
Take me off.
You're here. I see you. I hear you. You look good. Jesse got tie-dye Friday going on. Kurt, how you doing?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. It's Friday. We got a special treat today. I think all of us received a care package from our friends over at Dunkin Donuts. My box is missing a few donuts. But
yeah, mine's already been dug into.
They sent us some donuts. They wanted us to let you guys know about Cowboys Game Day Special. You get a free medium iced or hot coffee on game days for Dunkin Donuts perk members. Go download the app for that. And then next week is Veterans Day, and they're having a Veterans Day special. You get one free donut for active servicemen and women or veterans on Veterans Day. So go check them out. Shout out to Dunkin. So what you could do is you could parlay this. You go to Dunkin Donuts in the morning, you get you a breakfast sandwich or a donut, and then you go to Wingstop for lunch, and you just hit the Hangin' with the Boys. What else could we throw in there? Get you some Tito's. Some Tito's and Miller Lite in the afternoon, and there you go. The Hangin' with the Boys trifecta. There you go. Let's go. But no, shout out to Dunkin'. Delicious donuts. We appreciate
Chris,
it.
put a thumbs up, man. If you can see me on the WebEx show, right?
No,
okay, well, I'm good. I ain't got to see myself.
Nate? Are you good? Are you done? Can we have the show? Can we start?
That shirt is blinding.
I'm gonna fill my mouth.
Okay. Let's go. All right.
You eating a curler, Jesse?
No.
What you eating?
Boston cream.
Those Boston creams are good.
Curlers.
Are they? Kurt, you feeding the kids and the dogs? You get enough?
It was like throwing chum to the sharks. It was just.
They already gone?
I could barely get. Oh, they're just about gone. I had to beat them off so I could have a few off here.
Whoa, Kurt!
I knew right when I said that. We
got Nate filling his mouth. We got you beating them off. I mean, this Friday is truly Freaky Friday. This is truly a Freaky Friday, man.
By the way, before we get into football talk, next week is the bye week. We are mixing the shows up next week. Have you guys gotten the lineups? Do you know what shows you're on?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You do?
Okay. Nate didn't get the email. Yes, I did.
Nate did not probably didn't get the email. I'll see if I can pull it up. But in this time slot,
Nate definitely got the email. Nate definitely did not read the email.
No, there's no chance. His wife's going to have to read it to him and tell him what time to be on what show. So
Nate's with Nick and I can't remember who. Somebody.
Pull it up, Kurt. See if you can find it from Derek. The hosts of all the shows will stay the same. So the time slots for the shows will stay the same with the same host. But the rest of the crew for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will all rotate. So in this time slot, it will be me hosting. Rob Phillips, Danny McCray, and Ambar Garcia will be the Hangin' with the Boys crew. And then
I got it. Here it is. I got it. Hold on, Nate. Hold on. I got it.
Yeah,
hold on.
Tell me this foolishness, bro.
All right, Talking Cowboys at 9:30 a.m. It's going to be Kyle Yeoman, Nate, and Nick Eatman. So that's 9:30 a.m. Cowboys break at 11:30 will be the boss man, Derek Eagleton, Isaiah Stanback, Barry Church, and our own Kurt Daniels. Yes, hanging with the boys at 12:30 p.m. in this time slot will be Shannon Gross, Rob Phillips, Danny. What's Danny's last name? Danny McCray. I played with Danny. Yeah. Danny McCray and Ambar Garcia. The 1 o'clock show. What's the name of that show, Nate? No, the Mix Shots. That'll be Bill, Mickey, Dave, and Hakima. Heckma. Yep. Excuse me. And then your boy Jay Holly. I'm going to be on the Players Lounge at 2:30 p.m. Me, Everson Walls, and Newey Scruggs.
Nice.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this, man. And we kind of like bad boys for life, fellas. And 12:30, y'all show up where you're supposed to show up. Get them other shows. They can't be us.
I'm gonna go be fake on somebody else's show, Nate. All right.
There you go. When you get back over here, you take the week off, Jesse. Get that fakeness out of your soul, and when you come back in a week from now, we need the voice of reason back. We need doom and gloom. Oh,
voice of optimism this week, man.
I know. I don't believe you were.
Did I go away?
You know two of my favorite places to visit of all time.
Where's that?
Philadelphia and Georgia. Two of my favorite places to visit in all time. I love those places.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. Love me more this morning.
Kurt, what's your favorite places to visit?
For as just places to go and have fun.
What you say, Nate?
You talking places to go and have fun? Can y'all hear me?
Two places just I like to visit. They,
football wise.
No, just in general.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
For some reason my volume went down, and I don't want to mess with that. So
we'll get you fixed.
I just felt like saying that. I just felt like those is letting people know those are my two.
Those are two
my
good
favorite places to visit. Absolutely.
Those are not bad places. Not bad places at all. Nice little places in America. Yeah. All right. What do we want to do today? The second half of the show, we're just going to have fun. We're going to recap the season, and we're going to get your opinions. We're going to give out mid-season awards. And maybe, what's the opposite of a reward? A D-ward?
I don't know.
A penalty.
Penalty?
Yeah.
Throw some flags on some folks. Anyway, we'll get into that. That's going to be fun. We'll take probably the last two segments to do that. But let's... Kurt, where do you want to take it the first segment?
Oh, I don't know here. What do we got?
Do we want to do?
I pulled up the wrong.
Do we want to do predictions for the game? Do we want to do our predictions for the rest of the season?
Trap game.
Not a trap game.
I do at some point. I want to hear some of Nate's memories from Super Bowl 30. That's
let's do that.
Pittsburgh.
Which one was that? The first, the second, or the third? Remember, it was three of them. I don't know the numbers.
It's the one where you beat Pittsburgh. These Steelers.
Oh, that was a scary game, bro.
Scary.
That was. Yeah, did I go away?
No, you're there.
What's called a green? Jesse turned green on my screen.
What is going on?
You all right, Jess?
What is happening? What show am I on today?
Can we start this show over again? Let's start from the top.
You know what? Chris?
Okay, all right.
Here's what we're
going to do.
Long
as you got me. Let me say this right here, man. And I told you guys yesterday, since y'all don't want to talk football, and I really do want to talk football, and I always want to talk it with you guys because we're bad boys for life. And I told y'all yesterday, y'all was, all week long, Kurt and Jesse have been trying to downgrade Zeke, that he's not worth anything of value to his team. And I told you, I said, the reason it didn't bother me.
No one said that.
The reason it did not bother me because
no one said
a lot of
you were putting words in our mouth. No one said that.
Well, now hold on. Now y'all was talking about places to go. I'm talking football. So you keep talking. Y'all keep your conversation going about where you want to eat a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia and all of that. I'm talking about Zeke and the devaluing of Zeke.
You can get the lemon pepper Lou wings in Atlanta, Georgia. Philly cheesesteaks in Philly and lemon pepper Lou wings in Georgia. We might need to take a road trip to those two places and get some Philly cheesesteaks and get some lemon pepper Lou wings. But go ahead, football, Zeke. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, before I was interrupted on the downgrading of Zeke between Kurt and Jesse, I was listening to a couple of the players for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they value what is happening. And I was trying to tell you guys last week and at the beginning of this week, Kurt said, well, maybe they're stacking the line because that's all they can do because they ain't worried about the quarterback. When normally defenses just play a straight defense. When they ain't worried about the quarterback or the running back, they just line up in their base defense and they beat you. Well, I looked at a little bit of film last week, and it's still people hovering around the line versus Zeke. And a couple of the Pittsburgh Steelers players saying, they still value his vision, they still value his power, and they have to corral him because they still think he has a lot left in the tank to give to the Dallas Cowboys. And when I heard that right there, all of that balderdash, rigmarole, or that hate, Jesse, from the hood, I devalued it all, Kurt. Okay? Thank you. So I am highly motivated about what can happen to the Dallas Cowboys and Zeke if they know how to creatively make things happen for Zeke. And then back me up, Shannon. You not only heard me been talking about this, but what was your boy Creighton saying about the lack of creativity on the past show this week?
Basically, I said you hear that Kellen Moore is a creative genius, and Patrick Creighton basically said, from who? And I said, well, that's the word on the street. And he goes, okay. And that was basically it. So he's not a big fan of the creativity on offense. So
especially when you run the triple reverse into a prevent pass defense, we run a triple reverse pass. Come on, man. Get this game going. When we saw Zeke coming downhill and making things happen, when our right guard was given some type of block with the center combination on Big Fletcher Cox, and you was doing some things, staying on the down block, making the linebacker run the hump. Zeke was reading it perfect. Zeke was hitting it perfect, and at any minute he would have popped. But you know what? We wanted a triple Lindy reverse pass, and it didn't work.
So what do we do when they
So don't tell me anymore, you two guys.
What do we do when they load up to stop
here?
Zeke?
Huh?
What do we do when they load up to stop Zeke?
I don't care what you do. I'm just defending Zeke. Do like Jesse wants you to do. Just put the hot boost out there on 75 and let it run wild into a Mack truck. Jesse, I'm waiting on your response.
Yeah, I know they're gearing up to stop Zeke. Zeke's their priority because the quarterbacks suck. So yeah, they're gonna. Of course, Zeke matters. He's got to come through now. He's got to do something. For sure, they need him.
You know what I need? I need to take a break, and I need to reset this show.
I'm going to give me another curler, man, because Jesse's sitting there finna think of some foolishness, some more fake news. Nate. Don't do that, Jesse.
Jesse's turning green. I don't know what's happening. What?
Yesterday, Nate was going to go through every game this season so far and tell us the positives from each game. Wasn't that how we ended yesterday?
No, I was telling you about the positive of this game coming up, brother. See, one thing about me, Kurt, is it don't matter who's president. I still got to go to work.
Yeah, Kurt.
As we all do.
All right, we're going to reset this show. We're going to start over. Chris, can you just play the intro when we come back from break? Just play the intro and we'll act like we're starting the show over because this just feels weird today. This feels weird. I could barely hear. Let's figure it out. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back with Hanging with the Boys.
Is your family a Cowboys family? Have you taken holiday photos at the Star? Was your wedding theme blue and silver? Have you convinced your kids them is spelled with a D? If so, every game day feels like a vacation to you, so treat it like one. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Just like all of you, we at Zeke can't wait until we're back in the stands at full strength cheering on the Cowboys and singing along to our favorite songs again. We're using this time to make discovering, buying, and selling tickets to events in Dallas easier. Plus, every ticket purchased on SeatGeek is protected by our buyer guarantee, which means you'll get your money back or better if your event is canceled. Guaranteed. Download the SeatGeek app today, and when the time is right, let's go. SeatGeek.
Grab some OtterBox gear and get ready for Hanging with the Boys. From rugged venture coolers to tough as nails elevation tumblers, we've got what you need to keep your game day drinks frosty and your football feast ice cold. And with cases, screen protectors, and power accessories, you can defend your phone and stay connected to every play. Gear up at OtterBox.com and amp up the fun of every Cowboys game. That's OtterBox.com.
Dear, it's 1908. Don't you think we should get electricity?
And stop using candles to see at night.
It's just electricity lights up the room fast. It's more reliable than candles blowing out, and people seem to love it nationwide.
Well, candles are...
Dear, did you just run into the wall?
Nope. May I have a new candle, please?
Historically, switching to new technology is a no-brainer. Today, it's AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure, and nationwide. Switch to AT&T 5G. It's not complicated. 5G requires compatible plan. May not be in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hanging with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Welcome to the show. It's Freaky Friday. Hanging with the Boys live from the SWBC Mortgage Center in Frisco, Texas. If you're just tuning in, yes, you missed the first segment, and it was so great we started the show over for the second segment. We are back. I even went and changed hats to get a different vibe, a different feel. I feel like we didn't have the energy that we need to provide the fans for the proper show on a Friday to carry them into the Steelers game, because there might not be anything to look forward to come Monday. It might be a long week next week with the bye week and no Cowboys football. With the way that the game may play out Sunday, I'm a little worried. But have no fear. We're going to get you through today and make you feel better about next week. Maybe not better about Sunday, but better about next week. And maybe better about the season going forward. So, we're halfway through the season. I want to give out some awards, I guess. Rewards, awards, questions, whatever. Let's go around the group, and we will start with you, Jesse Holley. Pick your favorite, the best player on defense so far this season, in your eyes, and why.
Man, the best player on defense to me is still DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay.
He's still the best player on defense. While he's not getting the sack and productivity that I guess we all want and need, he's probably one of the most consistent when you're talking about grading in and out each week. Now, take that for what it's worth. It's not equating to overall success, but this is an individual award, so we're not talking about overall success. I would go DeMarcus Lawrence, who's graded out most consistently throughout this year.
Nate?
I just have to go with him on that right there. I mean, even though we've seen decent play, just below average for the rookie corner, He's not there yet, and I'm just saying, get on that consistent, being consistent week in and week out. You have to go with D-Law, man. I mean, everybody else, they flash and then they go away. They flash. D-Law has been very consistent versus the run, even though it may not seem like that from the stats point of view. And I think he's picking up his sack game as we go. So I'm with you. He's still your guy. He just got to bring a few guys with him.
Kurt?
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, as surprising as it may be, Pro Football Focus has him graded as the 3rd best edge rusher in the league. So would have liked to have seen Vander Esch fully healthy. Maybe he would, carry the mantle of best player on the defense, but obviously he was hurt. So, yeah, it's pretty clearly Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think you said it all. You know whose name I heard quite a lot last night that may be familiar to Cowboys fans that leads San Francisco in sacks this year? Remember the name Kerry Hyder? Wasn't good enough to be on this. Wasn't good enough to be on this team, but he's leading the 49ers with sacks as a defensive lineman. So yeah.
Let me say this right here.
Players out there doing pretty good on other teams.
Let me say this right here. Let me say this right here, my friend. And what is Kerry Hyder? What's 3rd, 4th year? And I say the same thing for the guys that's in KC. When you surround guys with 2 or 3 potential great players, and they see how they work and the effort that they give, a lot of guys have had that inside them, that ability to play at a high level, but they weren't around enough good players so they can grow within their space. And a lot of guys we see that lead this team, they get a chance to grow within their space. A lot of teams know how to go out and get players that fit their scheme and allows them to be the players that they're trying to be. That is what Coach Nolan and Coach McCarthy told us. It's going to be players over system. So far, we haven't had any success, but we can name a lot of guys that left this place, left this building and went out. That's because other scouts and other coaches had a chance to really say, wow, this guy can fit our scheme. And they sign them and they blossom because they're around other great players. But when you don't have a bunch of great players that's with the right attitude and leading in the right direction, you get chaos and you get confusion.
And for that very, very reason right there, Nate, this is a complete sidebar, but this is why you would not have success with a guy like Earl Thomas coming here. For that very reason. Earl Thomas is a guy who would be successful because he had other players around him that allowed his skill set to flourish. Earl Thomas would have come here and probably been the outright best player in the secondary, and other guys wouldn't have been able to stand up with him to allow him to do the things that he was able to do in Baltimore and Seattle. And that's why I kept saying that a guy like Earl Thomas isn't a fit for this team, because he needs to have other top-notch players around him to maximize his skill set and his potential. But that's a horse of a different color.
No, this is how we do our show, brother. Before Shannon and Dunkin Donuts and vaporized us with all this sugar and threw us way out of kilter. Thank you, Dunkin Donuts. They are great, but I mean, too much sugar would throw you off, man. That's when we don't feed our kids after 6 any sugar, so they can go to bed at 8 or 9. But Shannon, and when we talk about players, man, and I joke and I laugh and I'm glad Jesse a part of our show who's a little bit more serious and likes to stay kind of straight line a lot of times when giving answers, and he allows me to be me and have fun. But I tell you this right here, don't nobody go to bed like me saying, wow. My wife will hear me say it every day, wow. And she's like, what that wow about? And that wow ends with Zeke. I'm serious, that wow ends with Zeke. I'll be like, wow, out of all the things that we thought this year, and y'all heard me say it several times because I know you're going to ask who's the most valuable offensive player. Once again, by default, D-Law is the defensive player. By default, to me, Zeke is still the best player.
Okay.
I mean, he's the most valuable player. But what hurts Zeke is he's putting that ball on the ground. he's putting that ball on the ground. When you put the ball on the ground, I don't care how great a back you are, you're going to eventually cost your team. And he's cost his team handily. Just think, if Zeke wouldn't have put the ball on the ground, those 3 receivers that we thought were close to 1,000 yards may not be on that 1,000-yard trajectory because Dak is gone. But things will be a little bit easier for them because Zeke will command more respect. So I'm glad we did a reopen. I'm glad you went back, Shannon. That's why you lead this show of unruly posse that you have. Yeah.
Well, you brought it up. Best player so far on offense. You got Nate's vote. Zeke's got Nate's vote. Kurt, who's your guy?
And that's by default, brother.
Well, I think Nate was saying most valuable player. If he's talking best player, I don't think it was Zeke. I think he probably still best player is Zach Martin. I mean, we saw them run a little bit better with him in the offensive line last week, and he's still one of the top guards in the league.
Don't let Chris fool you, man. Don't let Chris on the show. Don't let Chris, who does the broadcast for NBC or ABC or whatever, don't let him tell you that foolishness.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, sure.
I mean, I think Chris Collinsworth.
Yeah, he said you're looking at the best player on the field. As soon as he said that, they must have heard that and went to a triple reverse, and they let Fletcher Cox go. That made my boy, the president, look bad.
Well, regardless, I think Zach's still the best guy on the offense.
What about
now
you,
that
Jess?
Dak is out.
I'm gonna keep it on my side. I'm still gonna talk about Amari Cooper. I think even though the
guy who disappears, yeah, go ahead on.
Even though we've not had Dak, again, all this other stuff is still Amari Cooper is still a top 10 receiver in receiving yards. I think he's like number 8 or 9. He allows other guys like Michael Gallup and like
the best
CeeDee Lamb to go out there and flourish. If he wasn't one of the best, he wouldn't command the attention that he commands and allows other people to get opportunities. And when he gets the ball in his hands, I mean, if you go back and watch film, and I know that we don't have a starting quarterback in right now, but there were at least 3 or 4 times when Amari Cooper was running wide open and Ben DiNucci just didn't pull the trigger. And they were touchdowns. They were touchdowns. And he just didn't pull the trigger. And when you have stuff like that happen, you don't allow your playmakers to get the ball. If a guy's a playmaker, he has to be a playmaker with the ball in his hands. If you eliminate the ball from the playmaker's hands, he's just a play. He's just a player. He's not a playmaker. So a guy like Amari Cooper, who is a playmaker and a guy who can extend plays and give you so much when the ball's in his hands, it's not in his hands anymore because of our quarterback situation. But to me, at this point in time, I would put him up there for and we're talking about MVP of the team. We're not talking about the best player of the team. So, yeah.
I tell you this right here, man, and I tease about Amari, but your boy said the same thing, Patrick Creighton, man. I'm always leaning towards 13, Gallimore, and you said
Gallup.
It without Gallup. Thank you, and I talk about Lamb a lot. You said it. I mean, ain't no number 3 corner or linebacker gonna cover this kid. You said it, and it is proven true. But what makes me laugh, man, is you receivers, boy, y'all see the same thing.
We see what's right.
About Amari Cooper, but when we asked about Amari Cooper, he like, yeah, he real. That's all he said. He like, yeah, he real. And so, I just, and that's why I cannot. I'm either joke all the way because when I get serious like I am now, that's why I can't play this game that Coach McCarthy and the rest of the guys playing with the quarterbacks. It's 52 other guys, and you. Hey man, we don't know it's whoever can get the snap from the center. This ain't high school, bruh. This ain't Pee Wee where my kid is the best player on the field and we just get a ball to him. Whether you want to or not, the guys on the field supposed to be giving maximum effort to try to win, and you supposed to put guys in position to get them win. When I hear Ben DiNucci, he didn't release the ball, he didn't want to get rid of the ball, Amari running wide open. To me, that's blasphemy. You always put a guy, whether you have to go get him off the street, if you have to go get your boy Harley Kittner off the street and bring him up in here and let him throw this thing. He can't reach him, but he can see it. At least he can see it and attempt it. You don't. And that's one thing I admire about Coach Johnson. He was bringing guys in and off the street like we was rustling cows or something. But he was always bringing guys in here to keep the competition right and to make guys do their job right. And a lot of that's been going on around here. Lack of interest of doing your job.
Well, we're doing our job today. It's okay. It's okay. For some reason your volume's really low, and normally we're all interacting and being loud.
Is it better now?
It's getting better. Do whatever you did one more time. What'd you just do?
Is it better now?
It is better.
Put your mouth on it.
Is it better now? You know what, Jesse? You're just not a nice guy today. You've been fake news all week, Jesse. Now you're trying to close out. Wow, you're not a nice guy, Jesse, at all.
All right, let's take our last break. You know what?
Can y'all hear me better now?
We can hear you better now. You know what? I don't like Chris Bean bossing us around. He keeps telling us to go to break. But you know what? Let's go to break. We'll be right back. Hanging with the boys.
Just like all of you, we at Zeke can't wait until we're back in the stands at full strength cheering on the Cowboys and singing along to our favorite songs again. We're using this time to make discovering, buying, and selling tickets to events in Dallas easier. Plus, every ticket purchased on SeatGeek is protected by our buyer guarantee, which means you'll get your money back or better if your event is canceled. Guaranteed. Download the SeatGeek app today, and when the time is right, let's go. SeatGeek.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Grab some OtterBox gear and get ready for hanging with the boys. From rugged venture coolers to tough as nails elevation tumblers, we've got what you need to keep your game day drinks frosty and your football feast ice cold. And with cases, screen protectors, and power accessories, you can defend your phone and stay connected to every play. Gear up at OtterBox.com and amp up the fun of every Cowboys game. That's OtterBox.com.
Dear, it's 1908. Don't you think we should get electricity?
And stop using candles to see at night.
It's just electricity lights up the room fast. It's more reliable than candles blowing out, and people seem to love it nationwide.
Well, candles are...
Dear, did you just run into the wall?
Nope. May I have a new candle, please?
Historically, switching to new technology is a no-brainer. Today, it's AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure, and nationwide. Switch to AT&T 5G. It's not complicated. 5G requires compatible plan. May not be in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
We are back to SWBC Mortgage Living Room, hanging with the boys, the final segment. Tommy John, nestle the boys and Tommy John, the softest, most supportive underwear out there. Stay put. Waistbands adapt for the perfect fit, while 360-degree stretch prevents ride up and supports any move you make. And now they even have loungewear. Yeah, loungewear. You won't catch Jesse Holly in a pair of their underwear because he doesn't wear any, but you will catch him in a pair of their loungewear because he had them on yesterday. Shop underwear at TommyJohn.com. /Cowboys for 15% off your first order. TommyJohn.com /Cowboys, where the fit's so nice, Jesse wore them twice in a row.
There you go. That should be the promo right there.
Let's go.
Write it up. Send it to Tommy John. That should be the promo. I need an extra $10. They're going to use my name in that promo.
The fit's so nice, Jesse wore them twice in a row.
Let's go.
All right, fellas. Breaking down our favorite and least favorite parts of the first half of the season. We just gave you our best players, best players on defense, best players on offense.
Hello.
Let's go to biggest moment of the first half of the season. Obviously, let's because I don't want to doom and gloom the show, and let's leave the Dak thing out of it. I know that was the biggest moment in the season. Outside of that, Jesse, start with you. What do you think the biggest moment so far in the season has been?
The ankle injury. Good moment or bad moment? Or just simple moment?
Moment, but I said let's not talk about Dak because I don't want to bring the show down.
Sorry. The biggest
quit going after people on Twitter. Just pay attention to the show, Jesse. We know you're excited today, but leave them folks alone for the next 15 minutes.
I'm just chilling, drinking my Dunkin Donuts. The biggest moment of the season. Wow. I don't know if we have any positive biggest moments.
Oh, I was afraid.
It's got to be that onside kick, doesn't it? Onside kick? Is that the biggest moment?
That's sad.
Yeah, the comeback in Atlanta. Against Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there?
Yeah, hasn't been much. Man.
There's not much. I mean, there's
the
really
watermelon kick.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Would have been the weird sky high kick if they would have recovered it, but they didn't. So that's bad when an onside kick in a game is the biggest is the highlight halfway through the season, and none of us can think of anything else. Nate, can you think of anything?
I'm gonna tell you something, fellas. I'm gonna tell you something. And this is kind of weird, because I'm excited because we stripping down. I'm excited, man. Yeah, the games are not fun, but I know here in about 8 weeks, the process begin, and we get to see young guys start building, man. And that's all I care about, brother. I mean, that's where I'm at right now, is trying to see where we're going to be at for us trying to be a better team, man.
Man,
that's my excitement. This season,
we can tell you're really excited about it.
I'm about to say so much for not bringing the show down, Nate.
We hear it in your voice.
So much.
You know,
I ain't bringing the show down.
No more curlers for you. No, I mean, it puts you in like a food coma.
Wow. I can't believe you guys think I'm bringing the show down.
You sound like you're about half asleep.
Hey,
no, man, I can't get to y'all today, and I apologize, to the fans. But I promise you, my friend, y'all need to get excited about this.
No, you need to get excited.
You need excited. You just kicked my back in all week long about getting excited for a football game this Sunday, and now you want to tell us that we need to get excited? I've been excited all week, and you called me fake. You told me that you don't want me on the show anymore because I was fake. I was trying to bring excitement this week and to this season, and you shot me down. I put on my tie-dye shirt today to bring some more positivity.
He took his headphones off.
And all you've done was just kick me in my back.
He took his headphones off. He's out.
Jesse.
The voice of reason has trying to be the voice of positivity all week long, and all you've done is continue to kick my back in, to tell me I'm fake, to tell me you want me to be more
to the fans though, Jesse.
That wasn't a lie. That was giving you factual stuff that this could be a trap game for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's true.
Okay, you know what? Let's move on.
You know what, man? How do you keep a straight face, Jesse?
Let's move on. Best rookie so far this season, offense or defense? Jesse, go.
CeeDee Lamb. It's no question about it. CeeDee Lamb.
No question. All right, Kurt?
Yeah, CD, yeah. I mean, Diggs had flashes, but CD's been more consistent.
Nate?
Man, it's something you know. You asking these questions like a lawyer. You know the answer to most of them. Who else been playing except CeeDee Lamb? He done had one bad game. He had a few drops, and that's been it. It's all been CeeDee Lamb and maybe second, and that's it.
All right,
Gallamore's playing out of default. He's playing now.
Who do you want to see more of? Could be a rookie, could be a veteran. Who do you want to see more of, Kurt?
More of, wow. Well, Gallimore would be a good choice. I'd like to see what he could do because they've been weak at defensive tackle. It'd be nice to see him step up. So him and Biotish, I think so far he's showing signs. So I'd like to see him keep improving.
Hey, Kurt, they didn't put Looney back in there.
All right.
So that shows you that he's least equal to that play. He's calling the defenses. So he's least equal to that play. So he's taking his first step as a rookie.
Nate, who do you want to see more of?
Anybody that's a draft pick of 2 years ago and less, I want to see him play. I want to see Bradley Ane play more. I want to see all the young guys playing.
I
want to see him playing.
Yeah, that's where I was going. I was going Bradley Ane. I want to see my cousin Bradley Ane play. He was just so physical and so nasty at Utah. I think that attitude would help out this help out this team a little bit, just to have some of that physical nastiness on the defense side of the ball. He played that way at Utah. He played with a chip. He played with you know. I want to seek punishment on the people that I'm going after. So maybe you put him in a couple games and see if he can't give you a spark and some nastiness on that defense that's much needed.
Wait, you said he's
more of him with the Griffin trade, man. It'd be nice to give him a shot.
You said he's your cousin?
Mm-hmm.
For real, or just like
no, my play cousin.
Oh, okay. You play cousin. All right. Okay.
Yeah, because my thing is, you know how when someone has success out of nowhere, it becomes everybody like, oh, that's my cousin. I mean, my mother's friend, boyfriend, brother-in-law, son. So I want to just claim him now before he starts blowing up and say that's my cousin, so that when he actually blows up, I'm already on the Bradley and not family tree.
You already got some ownership into it. I got you.
Absolutely.
You know what? You know what I want to see more of? Give me more Tony Pollard. We've been hearing about this guy for a couple of years. With you know, he came in as a rookie. That was the one guy that you kept hearing from the defensive guys that were on this team already. How quick he was. How quick he got to the second level. They haven't really trust issues. Maybe they haven't really given him the ball a lot. They gave him the ball more last game than they have. You know, in his whole career, and he showed a little something. He showed some elusiveness. He was able to break some tackles. Like, let's see what this guy's all about. Let's see what we got. If we got something, let's start developing this guy out. Give me that guy. All right.
Hold on before we go. You know what I see sometimes in Tony Pollard. Well, I think he's a really, really dynamic player and brings some things. We're going to. I played with Marion, Barber, and Felix Jones. You remember those times?
Oh,
and Felix Jones coming out of Arkansas, he was a good combo. He was a good giving Marion a break with his speed and his elusiveness. But they decided, you know what? Let's invest more in Felix Jones and make him a full-time back. They let Marion Barber go. Felix Jones bulked up that offseason, and they tried to make him an every down back. And it did not work out for the Cowboys.
At all.
He just wasn't built to take the carries on an every single down basis. I think the same thing with Tony Pollard. We're saying we want to see more Tony Pollard. We want more Tony Pollard. What's eventually going to happen is Zeke will get to a point where his price tag gets a little bit too much for his productivity, and the Cowboys may part ways with him. And they're going to say, well, Tony Pollard can be our full-time back now. And they're going to realize that with his size and the way that this league is a punishing league, that this is not the guy who's supposed to be out there for 30, 40, 50 snaps a game. But we'll see what happens. But I know you want to see more of them. I don't want to stop you from wanting to see more of them. But just know that's probably what's going to happen to him.
They're not going to do that.
Fair enough. All right. Last question
They're not gonna do that.
before we get out of here and we take a week-long hiatus from the show. If you could
we're still doing the show Monday. We're still doing the show Monday.
Are we?
Yes. We're doing this show Monday. We're doing the other two shows Tuesday and Wednesday. You didn't read the email either.
I did not read the email. I just read the lineup. I thought it was all next week. That's okay.
Derek,
right.
Boss, I read your emails. When you send emails, boss, I read them. Kurt reads them. These other two, I don't know about those guys.
I read part of it.
I read them.
I just didn't read the important part where we're doing the show on Monday. So we'll be back Monday then. So last question before we come back on Monday. If you could change one thing about this show, what would you change? And I see Nate talking, but I don't hear anything coming out of his mouth, so I don't know what's going on over there. But yes, one thing about this show, what would you change, Kurt?
Well, you know, I don't know. What I wish is this team would play better, so we'd have more to talk about. That's what I wish. That's my wish.
All right, Jesse.
I get Chris Beam out. I would get Roxanne in, and no, I'm just playing. Oh, look at
Get blocked. Gotta get blocked.
You'll get boxed out.
Well, nothing. I love this show. Maybe give me the whole third segment to talk by myself. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing. I love our show. I love our show, man. Our show is great. We have great personalities. We have great chemistry. We have a good mixture of fun and entertaining and jokes and seriousness. But also, we give great information. We break the game down. Kurt comes with the stats. Nate comes sometimes with his... No, I'm playing. Nate comes with his insight. You come with your great setups and questions. And then, you know, I just steal home. That's it.
There we go. Nate, I wish we could hear you, Nate. Can we hear you, Nate?
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
He probably cussing anyway. What about you, Shannon?
Can you hear me?
You know, I wish we had 2 hours. Like, I really enjoy. This is the bright spot of my day. What I like about the show is it's not fake. Like, I feel like we all are who we really are, and we are all like this around each other in real life. Like, I've been involved with shows where as soon as the show's over, everybody's like, okay, see you later, and it's like you don't see each other or talk to each other until the show starts again, you know, and then it feels like you're not, you know, you don't click. I feel like everybody on this show, we all enjoy each other's company, and we enjoy conversations outside of work. So the only thing I would change,
our group text is funny.
Yeah, we have some hilarious group texts. I would change. I would say we would get Chris Beam more involved. We would have a 5-box and have a producer chair where he could chime in. Not too much, because Chris will talk a lot. Not too much, Chris. Don't get any ideas. But Chris Beam would be a little bit more part of the show. That's what I would change. Chris, what would you change about the show as a producer?
I'm good.
Nothing. Good. We appreciate it.
All right, perfect. Yeah,
being together
the show's
again
perfect.
would be a nice change.
It would.
I'm good. Thanks, guys.
I enjoy the Fun Town RV stuff. All right, Chris said he's good. Well, you know what? Let's get out of here. I don't know what's going on with Nate's audio. This has been a fun show. You know what? We'll be back Monday. I just found that out today. So tune in Monday. Yeah. Same show. Same lineup.
What show am I on?
Oh, we should. Real quick. Kurt.
They lose like 28-9.
28-9?
Yeah.
Okay, Jesse.
31-7.
31-7. Nate, can we hear you?
Touchdown, yeah.
Do we have Nate? No.
Can y'all hear me now?
I am going to stick to this just because I said it after the Philly game. 49.
Stop. Oh, damn.
49-10. 49-10. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Wow.
All right, fellas.
This is Atlanta. This is Philadelphia.
Good seeing y'all. See y'all on Monday. We will be back after a Cowboys victory. Trap game. Cowboys are winning Sunday afternoon. See you next week. Hanging with the boys.
Just like all of you,
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?